All right. Oh shoot, I must switch. All right, now we're going back to week 10. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get done. You probably wouldn't even notice if no one's watching them, but I mean, no one's watching them live. Nobody watches many, but I actually just made week 11 2 seconds ago. Now we're making week 10. We're bouncing around. We're gonna get it done though. And in week 10, we had Thursday Night Football, Las Vegas at Denver. Ashton Jeanty put up 12, but his team, King Rich, lost. And of course, it's at Denver. It's the hometown. So we got to give the Thursday Night Firestar to our boy, Ben Heinrich, our Denver Bronco fanatic. He had Bo Nix, who had 8 points. Cortland had 2 points. And Will Lutz had 4 points. None of those things are very good, really. But they didn't score 8 points anyway. The highest scoring thing was Denver's defense, which actually led to a loss for Full Mooney. So we can't count that. So Hack Maneuver somehow got the win with those guys. So the Denver Broncos starting offense pretty much is the the fire starter for week number 10. For our zeros, we had 7. Again, week 11, we had 9. So we had 2 rough weeks in a row. And in week number 10, we had Hunter Henry, a 0 for Dr. Moss Toboggan. Christian Kirk, a 0 for Full Mooney. San Francisco defense, a -3 for Butarski. TJ Hawkinson, a 0 for the Sickos. Romeo Dobbs, a 0 for Carlos. Jerome Ford, a 0 for Hack Maneuver. And Mr. Beating Golf himself had 2 zeros. DJ Moore and RJ Harvey, giving him the biggest 0 of the week because he had doubled up. And then for our heroes, his hometown boy, Mr. Jared Goff, put up 320 and 3 touchdowns for 24 points to lead Joski over Dr. Moss Toboggan 101-73. Jonathan Taylor had 244 yards and 3 touchdowns and 42 yards receiving for 46 points. God dang it, dude. 46 points to lead K-Dog's kids over Full Mooney 96-93. Devon Achan had 174 and 2 touchdowns and 51 yards receiving for 34 points to lead the Mayflower over Butarski 115-35. Goodness gracious, 35 points. That is rough. In the game with all the second letter J names, getting the 0 gooses. Yeah, DJ and RJ. Both getting the gooses. Lad McConkey had 107 a touchdown for 16 points to lead the Sickos over Beating Golf 55-51. Woo, a combined 106. Good job, guys. Good job. Mac Jones had 3 touchdowns for 23 points. Brees Hall had 83 yards and 42 receiving and a touchdown for 18 points to lead Carlos over Batgirl's Bag of Tricks 73-69. Jahmyr Gibbs joined in the party with 142 and 2 touchdowns and 30-yard receiving touchdown for 35 points, lead Hack Maneuver over Damas Lamas 95-82. And the highest score of the week, a 149, and the highest combined score of 222 for the week, all 8+. And the Seattle defense had 2 touchdowns for 21 points. Trey Bride had 18. And this week's Willie Beeman, we'll get to him in a minute, led my squad, OG Blitz Doctor, over King Rich 149-73. And as I mentioned, Willie Beeman. There's a couple guys out there in the ether first. Alec Pierce had 84 yards and a touchdown for Dr. Moss Toboggan. Kamani Vidal had 95 and a touchdown for 16 for Full Mooney. Tedrick McMillan, who was going to be next week's anyway, but he had 60 yards. He was warming up for week 11, which he won the Willie Beeman. And Jackson Dart, who's been on this list a couple times now, had 242 and 66 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns for 25 points for Damas Lamas. But the Willie Beeman is none other than Mr. Travion Henderson, 147 yards and 2 touchdowns rushing for 26 points for OG Blitz Doctor in week 10. We did have 3 games of we had 3 games where it was a 4-point or less win. So, of course, we're going to have some shares. We had 3 of them. Full Mooney lost to K-Dog's kids by 3 points, 93-96. They started Calvin Austin, had 1 point, and Christian Kirk had 0 points. While on the bench, Cooper Kupp had 74 yards for 7 points. They would have won 100-96 if they would have started Cooper Kupp over those guys. Beating Golf lost by 4 to the Sickos, 51-55. He started RJ Harvey, who also had a 0. While on the bench, he had Tyrone Tracy, who had 71 yards for 7 points, who could have got him the win 58-55. And then Batgirl lost to Carlos by 4 points, 69-73. She started Kenny Walker. Again, as if you're going to hear about in a minute, week 11, she started Woody Marks, and then that cost her the game. And this week, she started Kenneth Walker at 6. While on the bench had Derek, and also Derek Henry, who had 7. While on the bench, Woody Marks put up 13 points, and Zach Charbonnet put up 14 points. So if she would have started either one of those running backs over either one of those other running backs, she could have won 77-73. And there are no Denny Greens for week 10. And there you go. We're going to close it off here under 6 minutes. A little bit over. We're going to be okay.